back with Circle of Life, but now number 3. I want to talk with you about CO2. CO2 is very important for the plant. How more CO2, combination with temperature and light, how more a plant can grow. It's very important, CO2. As a grower, I know that when I have enough CO2, then the plant grows very well. The difference between give no CO2 and give optimum CO2 is 30% production. Yes, 30% production between give nothing and give optimum. And when I talk about optimum, then I talk about give the plants when the CO2 is going under the earth outside. Outside you see that we have about 400 ppm. About 30 years ago it was nearly 340, and that was in that time for many years. What you see now is that the CO2 outside is going up with 2.5 ppm every year. How does it happen? CO2 will happen by burning gas, by burning oil, but also by volcanic eruptions, what I've done a long time ago, or every year. It happens always. But on the other side, the CO2 must be eaten by the plant. So it's not a problem that we have a lot of CO2, but it must be eaten by enough plants. And if we have not enough plants, then I don't talk about only plants, but also about trees and also the sea. They also eat CO2. Then you can see that we have not enough green. The green area in the world is not enough. And it's not only here in Holland, it's everywhere. What we need is a green earth, a very green earth. So every citizen of the world must plant every year a tree. That can be a solution for the CO2, that it don't become higher, but that it stay under 400. But now I go back to the plant, because when I don't give CO2, you can see that the CO2 is going down. When my window is closed, it can go down under 100 ppm. At that moment, the plant don't like it. And he said, okay, I become in a stress situation, I have no CO2, I stop with growing. And from that moment, you have no production, you have no plant who grows. And it must be grows for 24 hours a day. And not that there is a moment that you don't grow. No, you grow every moment of the day. So CO2 is the most important thing there is. I'm very glad that we have CO2 from OCAP. OCAP is a company who collect CO2 from the industry to make oil, etc. It's a waste. So we use the waste in our greenhouses. Perfect waste. Waste what help us to grow. Thank you very much. See you next time.